welcome back, y'all. And we're back on the beautiful 2025 Kawasaki ZX10R. I miss this baby. I truly miss this baby. What am I doing? What am I doing riding all crazy right now? What's happening? It's on a beautiful Stage 2 Brentune DNA high flow filter. We got the full exhaust, and I can't complain. This bike just feels perfect. Perfect. I really love this bike. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of lied in my last video. I have been riding this bike a lot lately. I just haven't been recording it because I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. I really want to get used to this bike. I want to get used to the M1000 even more. But if we're gonna do that, we have to put some seat time. So, I mean, how many miles do I have on this thing now? About 900. And I got it with like 500 miles, so it's not that much. Here, let me get my lean angles, you know. But at least I'm working on it. But man, this is such a sweet bike. So what's the purpose of this video today? Honestly, I got nothing, y'all. We're gonna go to the happiest place on earth, and that's about it today. I just want to take that journey. It's Monday. Honestly, I technically shouldn't even be out here, but through a miracle of God, we just happen to have the day off. And you know what? To that, I'm grateful, and I can't let it go to waste. So we are going to the happiest place on earth. I wonder what that is. At this point, it sounds like it's gonna be the bank, y'all, but it's not. It's definitely not the bank. I wish. We're just gonna cruise on this bike, enjoy it a bit. Traffic is not too bad, which, you know what, that's further supporting the miracle, because if you guys been tuning into my videos, there's always traffic. But as soon as we stop, I do want to show you guys some upgrades that I did do on the bike. I feel like it was the finishing touches on this bike, and I mean, I consider them upgrades. You guys be the judge of it later. Man, this bike sounds so freaking sweet. I'm not gonna lie, this bike sounds like, honestly, this bike might be a heavy contender against the M1000. Like, I don't know if the microphone can pick up those pops, but they sound freaking sweet, man. Wow, I'm surprised there's really not that much traffic today. What's happening? Man, this throttle is it is so sensitive. Well, we're almost there. Enjoy the ride. Here it is, baby. The most magical place in the world. As long as your pockets are full. of enjoy it. Honestly, I haven't been over here in so freaking long, and this place has like really expanded. Like, I remember when it was so much simpler to navigate this, but now there's so many bridges and so many loops and so many turns, and whichever way you go, it's gonna take you somewhere where either you're gonna have to stay there or you're gonna go to a store. It's all beautifully just, it's a beautiful labyrinth over here now. See, starting with Pop Century, it's one of the most economical options for resorts, but it's still a great resort. Look at these things. I mean, this place has evolved to a level that I'm just like, what the heck? Caribbean beach. I mean, all praise the mouse, you could say. Oh shoot, I just realized I might be running out of gas soon. Of course. But I'm gonna go to the parking lots. Man, after riding the M1000 and jumping back on this bike, and I mean, I've been riding this bike, but like the last bike I just rode was the M1000, and jumping back to this is a heavy cow. And of course, it's still nimble. You know, you can still whip it around, but does not compare to the carbon fiber. And yeah, there's probably a slight difference in weight amongst like carbon fiber and like PCV fairings, but it's such a difference. I think the biggest difference of all must be the carbon fiber wheels. Honestly, that probably is the difference that I'm feeling between both bikes, because I feel like I whip this bike and it still feels a little bit nimble, but then at the same time I feel like the carbon fiber wheels just makes that difference overall. Calm down back here. I'm not trying to get in trouble now. At the end of the day, what I'll say is it wasn't me. It was the bike. The bike just wants to be touched in a way. Alright? And I'm not trying to personificate, if that's even the proper word that I was thinking. That's not the sense that I was trying to use it as, but I'm not trying to romanticize this bike. It's just the bike speaks to me, okay? It's such a great bike, man. I've always said like, nah, Kawasaki's, I'm like, nah, I'm not really too big into them. But after riding around on this one for a couple 100 miles, I love this bike. And it doesn't truly feel the way it's supposed to feel until you finally do the upgrade, which is the tuning, the exhaust. Like, try to make it as light as possible, eliminate the catalytic converter, like things like that. Like take off the flap motor for the catalytic. You know, those little things. I imagine, of course, like, you know, some YouTubers I've seen online, when they do the carbon fiber wheels, the BST, the core motos. I imagine it is such a difference. And then, you know, I don't know what kind of bearings this bike has. I don't know if it's ceramic bearings, I don't know if it's standard bearings, but it's a new bike. So to me, of course, it just feels so freaking good, man. I love the color, I love the look. I'm so happy with the choice that I made in regards to choosing the 25 instead of waiting for the 26. Because I wanted the 26, but then after I started taking a look at the pictures more and more and more, and then I looked at a picture of it right next to the ZX6, I'm just like, nah, no way, no way. I don't know why they would do that. And at first I was enamored. I was like, look, this regardless, okay, you know what, it's still a beautiful bike, but when you look at it right next to a ZX6, it just looks the same, and I don't like that. I want it to be different. I want it to have its own look, which that's when after that comparison, I went ahead, pulled that trigger, and I was like, let's go ahead and get the 25, and we're not looking back. Man, this bike just feels so good. I'm kind of put some sweet gas. Wait a minute, what does this mean? We don't got premium. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, let's go to another one. Correction, you know what, we're not putting gas here. There's no premium. Let's see if there is. Hold on. Come on, GoPro, why you do this to me? What's the difference between these two? Which one am I putting? Okay. Alright, you know what? Not gonna lie, these gas stations kinda suck balls. Disney is giving people who knows what kind of gas at this point. I'm not falling for that shit. Whoa, what does that mean? ESD, electronic stabilizing dampener. What's wrong with it? Well, we got something going on here. It definitely feels a little more loose. It doesn't feel as tight anymore. Like, it doesn't feel like it's dampening at all. So yeah, I don't know what I did, but we'll see. We'll see, because I still gotta make a video later on with the BT Moto tune, see how much power we're actually making. And we're here finally. Of course, we're running out of gas now. That's never gonna be. It's never gonna change. So let's get a good parking spot so I can show you guys what I did now. Now tell me this spot isn't freaking sweet, man. And we made it. So we're here, Disney Springs, the happiest place on earth if you got full pockets, of course. Can't forget that one. But of course we got our beautiful ZX10. Now the upgrades that came in, finally, there's only one thing, and one thing only. Actually no, two things. So we got our order from Motor Machines. So it took a couple of months, and look, I understand they're getting their products directly from overseas, so they have to wait for customs and all that good stuff to come through. But if you haven't noticed already, we got our EvoTech bracket. So we got our exhaust bracket, because before I had to use the passenger peg just because it needs to use it for mounting the exhaust. So now we have the EvoTech bracket. Look how freaking smooth that looks, and it just makes the bike look so freaking good. The other side, of course, now, and look, before I just had some silver bolts. Yeah, this type of stuff I might as well just replace later on, make them black. But look how clean that looks, just with the EvoTech Performance bracket just in there in place. And then of course we got the final upgrade, which is a very much needed upgrade. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I did radiator bracket, and then the oil cooler as well. So I did a radiator and oil cooler guard, and it's sweet, man. It is sweet. Pain in the ass to put on, by the way. So it was such a pain to put on, but now that it's on, don't have to worry about it anymore. And yeah, I mean, as of right now, I feel like the bike is pretty much done. I finally gave it its first wipe down, because I never did it before. And then the oil change, I haven't done that yet. So I know it's about 900 miles, but the oil still looks pretty clean. When I got it at the dealership with 500 miles, they had already done the first oil change. So look, I'm not gonna do an oil change after 300 miles. I'm gonna wait at least 1,000 miles around there, because the first oil change for the break-in has already been done on this bike, just like on the BMW. But the only difference is that the Beamer, you have to actually take it in to be able to do the break-in. So of course I had to pay like $600, I think it was, and they do the first oil change, they check the filters, all that good stuff, and then they finally flash the computer so that way it can unlock the ECU. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? What do you think about this bike? What else should I do to this bike? You know what, let's just put this out there. Should I maybe add something, another bike to the channel? Not yet. Maybe enjoy these first. I think we look, there's options, okay? There's options. As of right now, I love these bikes. I've been trying to ride this one more and more just so we can get the blue in, and we're finally starting to get some blue. So I am super freaking happy about that, because I was starting to doubt this pipe being titanium, and it really is. It's just taking its sweet time to be able to start bluing out. So with that being said, hopefully I can make it to a gas station without getting stranded. Let me know what you guys want to see next on the channel. You know, if you guys have any ideas out there for me to talk about on the next one, let me know. I'm still waiting for Honda for the paperwork on the CBR 600 to see exactly what the recall is gonna, you know, entail. But as of right now, yeah, I'm gonna try to be riding this bike more often, at least for now, just because the last couple of videos have been the M1000. And look, it's a beautiful bike, great bike, but the ZX10R just has a special place in my heart. Okay, so with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And there's actually some cops coming in right now, so I'll let you guys go. And if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, and catch you next time. Peace.